Are you dreaming of the perfect family vacation? Welcome to Disneyland Delights, a family's magical expedition where dreams come true. The gates swung open. It was like stepping into a dream, a perfect dream, the happiest place on earth. Disneyland, the family gasped. Right there in front of them was Sleeping Beauty's castle. It was so tall, it sparkled in the sunshine. Flags flew from the towers. A happy tune played in the air. This was the start of a magical adventure.
Look at that, kids. Isn't it magical?
Wow, it's so big.
I remember when your mom first saw the castle. She was just about your age.
The family walked down Main Street, USA. There were shops with colorful awnings. A trolley clanged down the street. The smell of popcorn filled the air. Everything was perfect. The kids, Lily and Max, skipped ahead. They couldn't wait to start exploring. This was going to be the best day ever. Mom and Dad smiled at each other. They were kids again themselves. Disneyland had that effect on everyone. It brought out the child in everyone. The magic was already working. This was going to be a day filled with joy, laughter, and unforgettable memories. This was their first trip to Disneyland. They had saved for a long time. It was a dream come true. They were going to make the most of every single minute. Every ride, every show, every character encounter would be a treasure. This was Disneyland, where dreams really did come true.
Look at that elephant splashing water. Narrator. First stop, Adventureland. Lily and Max ran ahead. They wanted to ride the Jungle Cruise. They hopped into a sturdy boat. The skipper told funny jokes. He pointed out hippos and elephants. A giant spider scared them. It was a wild ride through the jungle.
Oh, watch out for the spider.
Next up, the Indiana Jones adventure. They climbed into a jeep. It sped through ancient temples. They dodged booby traps. They saw a giant rolling boulder. It was a thrilling escape. Lily and Max screamed with delight. They explored Tarzan's treehouse. They climbed high into the trees. They saw where Tarzan lived. They swung on vines. They felt like explorers in a jungle paradise. Adventureland was full of surprises. Around every corner, a new adventure awaited. They met Aladdin and Jasmine. They took pictures with the genie. They felt like they were in Agrabah. Adventureland was a place of wonder and excitement. Lily and Max couldn't believe how real it all felt. They were living out their favorite stories. Next, they went to Frontierland. They rode Big Thunder Mountain Railroad. It was a runaway train ride through a gold mine. They went up hills and down dips. They raced through tunnels. It was a wild ride.
Hold on tight, everyone.
This is so fast.
They saw cowboys and cowgirls. They watched a rootin' tootin' shootout at the Golden Horseshoe Saloon. The cowboys were so convincing. They felt like they were in the Wild West. They rode the Mark Twain riverboat. It was a relaxing journey down the rivers of America. They saw Tom Sawyer Island. They waved to people on shore. It was a different pace from the roller coasters, but it was just as charming. Frontierland was a taste of the Wild West. It was a place of adventure and history. Lily and Max loved seeing how people lived in the old days. They even got to pan for gold. It was a fun and educational experience.
Look at all these beautiful costumes, kids. Narrator. Fantasyland was next. It was Lily's favorite land. Everything was colorful and magical. They wrote It's a Small World. They sang along with the dolls from around the world. It was a celebration of different cultures.
Can we sing along, Mom?
They flew with Peter Pan over London. They saw Neverland. They met Captain Hook. It was a magical flight of imagination. Lily wished she could fly too. They rode the teacups at the Mad Hatter's tea party. They spun around and around. They laughed until they were dizzy. It was a whimsical and fun experience. They met Mickey Mouse himself. Lily and Max gave him a big hug. They took a picture with him. It was a dream come true. Meeting Mickey Mouse was a highlight of the day. After lunch, they ventured into Tomorrowland, where they blasted off on Space Mountain. It was a thrilling ride through the darkness of space, dodging asteroids and comets, feeling the force of gravity.
Look at that, we're like real astronauts.
This is awesome. We're zooming past all the asteroids.
Next, they joined forces on Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, shooting lasers at targets to help Buzz defeat the evil Emperor Zurg. It was a fun and interactive ride that had everyone laughing and competing for the highest score.
I'll get Zurg this time.
Go for it. Aim for those targets.
They then explored innovations, learning about the future and imagining what the world would be like in years to come. Tomorrowland truly sparked their curiosity. Their adventure continued as they drove their own cars on Autopia, honking their horns and following the track. It was a fun way to end their Tomorrowland adventure.
You're driving so well, honk the horn again.
This is the best day ever.
Strolling through New Orleans Square felt like stepping back in time. They admired wrought iron balconies and listened to the enchanting sounds of jazz music, feeling the spirit of the French Quarter. Their adventure took a spooky turn at the Haunted Mansion, where they went on a ghostly tour, seeing floating candlesticks and singing ghosts. It was spooky, but fun. S1. Isn't this beautiful? It feels like we're actually in New Orleans.
Look, Mom, ghosts are singing.
In Critter Country, they experienced the thrill of Splash Mountain, plunging down a 5-story waterfall and getting soaked but loving every minute of it. They also met Winnie the Pooh and Tigger, giving them big hugs and taking memorable photos.
That was quite the splash. Did you enjoy it?
Yes, and I love meeting Pooh and Tigger.
As the sun began to set, the park transformed. Lights twinkled on and the castle glowed, signaling the start of the fireworks show. The family found a spot in front of the castle, their faces filled with anticipation.
Look at the castle. It's so beautiful tonight.
The music swelled and the fireworks show began. Colorful and bright, the fireworks exploded overhead, lighting up the night sky. The crowd gasped in awe.
Wow, look at those colors.
Lily and Max were mesmerized by the display. The fireworks reflected in their eyes, filling them with wonder and joy. The show told a story of dreams and magic, marking the perfect end to a perfect day. As the final firework faded, the family held each other close, grateful for the magical experience they shared.
This has been such a magical day. I'm so happy we experienced it together.
The fireworks soared through the air, bursting into 1,000 points of light. Each explosion was like a beautiful flower blooming. The colors danced across the sky, red, blue, green, and gold, lighting up the faces of the onlookers. The castle shimmered under the glow of the fireworks, looking like something out of a fairy tale. Its towers reached up towards the sky, seeming to touch the stars. It was a moment of pure magic. The music soared along with the fireworks, a symphony of sound and light that evoked emotions of joy, wonder, and a touch of bittersweet nostalgia. It was the perfect soundtrack for this unforgettable show. The crowd gasped and cheered with each burst of light, their wide eyes reflecting the fireworks. The air crackled with excitement, uniting everyone in this shared experience of wonder and delight. It was moments like these that made Disneyland so special. As the last firework faded, the crowd erupted in applause.
That was the best day ever.
I can't believe it's over.
I'll never forget this day.
Dad put his arms around his family. Me neither, he said. And the best part is, we have all these memories to cherish. They started to make their way towards the exit. The park was still buzzing with energy, but the family was content. They had experienced the magic of Disneyland, and they carried that magic in their hearts. As they walked hand in hand down Main Street, USA, they knew this wasn't goodbye. It was simply see you later. Disneyland would always be there, waiting to welcome them back for another magical adventure. They left the park, their hearts full of joy, their minds filled with unforgettable memories. S1. It was magical. Driving home, Lily and Max chatted excitedly about their favorite parts of the day. They couldn't decide which ride they liked best. Was it Space Mountain, Splash Mountain, or maybe Pirates of the Caribbean?
Listening to their chatter, filled with a deep sense of happiness. We worked hard to make this trip happen, and seeing the joy on their children's faces made it all worthwhile.
This trip to Disneyland was more than just a vacation. It was a reminder that dreams really do come true. It was a celebration of family, love, and the power of imagination. As they drifted off to sleep that night, visions of Mickey Mouse, princesses, and pirates danced in their heads. They dreamt of faraway lands, thrilling adventures, and magical encounters. Disneyland had ignited their imaginations. It had reminded them that anything is possible if you believe. And that in itself was a truly magical gift. The next morning, as Lily and Max ate their breakfast, they couldn't stop talking about their Disneyland adventure.
We rode all the rides.
Even the scary ones?
Well, maybe not all the scary ones.
They spent the rest of the day looking through the pictures they had taken. Each photograph brought back a flood of happy memories. They laughed at the funny faces they had made and marveled at the beauty of the park. Disneyland had left an undeniable mark on their hearts. It was a place where they could escape reality and enter a world of pure imagination. A place where anything was possible and dreams really did come true. As they packed away their souvenirs, they knew one thing for sure. This wouldn't be their last trip to Disneyland. They couldn't wait to return to the magic someday. Until then, they would cherish the memories they had made and keep the spirit of Disneyland alive in their hearts. If you enjoyed our magical journey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share your own Disneyland experiences in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories.